Greg, we're in the final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Shepard in at the point guard. Here's Mr. Moves. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here's Giddey. Outside, Dort. Inside, here's Shepard. Murray with the defensive effort. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Sacramento. Porter, that's in there. Murray with the assist.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game, and Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Once again, for your very own Denver Nuggets dancer.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Dort. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nuggets. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Now, Giddey. After the missed three for Mr. Moves. Lock at 6. Here's Shepard. A shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And the shot is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Giddey. After the made shot for Mr. Moves. Williams against Gordon. Shepard the pass to Dort. Buries the long-range jumper.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Passes it to Mr. Moves. From deep. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Defensive foul. And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Now, here's Dort. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by Mr. Moves.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
He's looking for Gordon and finds him, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
It's amazing, Kevin. And you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
And the best to Giddey. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Mr. Moves. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Under trailing by 8. Here's Shepard. They get it back. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Pass to Mr. Moves. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got a second bucket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Dort. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. to Giddey, looking to end the run. Denver grabs the miss. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Throws up again, and he sinks the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Passes to Mr. Moves. Here's Gordon. Down he goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now the pass to Shep. Here's Dort. Off target with his three.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
The ball movement has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Porter against Dort. Shepard the pass to Holmgren. Giddey, no one around him. Offline with this three.
Boy, tough going for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Mr. Moves. Lets it go from deep. Gordon dishes to Murray. Makes it off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Thunder trailing by 14. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. They trail by 14 to the paint. Here's Giddey. Goes back up. That one, no good. Nice D from Mr. Moves. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Mr. Moves. Shot, high post. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ball's not loose. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. They can't stop the run with that one.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that one's good. Mr. Moves.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching the conference finals on more than one occasion.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Dort. After the Nuggets pick up 10, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming out. That one on Torres, in your opinion, how does Luka stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that...
Substitution on the court.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. There's the lob to Dort. Great communication on the alley-oop.
A solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Mr. Moves. And it's Jokic in at center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Look, Evan, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Kings really lit up the floor. He contributed 61 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Well, good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Fires the three. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Our timeout called by Oklahoma City. Great looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr. They're off the charts.
In his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6-hit win.
And stolen by Murray. Over Williams. He claims that one off the back end and down falls. And the Nuggets lead by 17. It's Dort on the wing. Outside White. And layup's good off the glass. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Porter passes to Mr. Moves. The three. Denver gets it back. Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
It's a problem trying to deal with the athleticism of Aaron Gordon. You've got to be more careful as a defender.
And guys, let's get your take on the score breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range, that has been huge for them.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Back to White. Wide open look. And the jumper falls for him. White's got 9.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Murray the pass to Mr. Moves. Lets the three fly. Hands it from downtown. He's got 14.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside White. That's tipped. Mr. Moves passes to Jokic. And he uses the glass on the wing.
He seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Pass to Shepard. And here is Holmgren. Kicks it to White for 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
And they got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range shots.
Pass to Dort. They need this. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 7 rebounds in the game. And a wide open look for Gordon. That's in. Coming off the assist for Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now the feed to Williams. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third
And
personal
evaluating
foul.
defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking
Taking 2
for?
shots.
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Back to Dort, launches it. They get it back. White against Jokic. 5 to shoot. They shoot again. And that one off the back of the rim and in. White's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Yep, that one goes.
You see that movie a big time. It's an easy bucket in the paint.
Shepard the pass to Dort. And here's White. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. There's the pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Shepard. Dort against Porter. Second shot opportunity. Dort misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Mr. Moves. And again, Denver with the triple.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Passes it to Shepard. There's the dish to Holmgren. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Porter. Pass to Mr. Move. Three-pointer. Gordon trying to break loose. Another 3 for Denver.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
The pass to White. No one near him. It's all in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Mr. Moves passes to Jokic. Oh, yes, he did. 5 down for him so far.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Down low. Takes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Murray finds Porter. Here's Mr. Moves. Pass to Porter. Here's Mr. Moves. White covering. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Passes it to Dort. He feeds it to Williams. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight to the inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter. 16 points for Jokic.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all
2
night.
minutes remaining in the first
Incredible.
half.
During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the 2nd most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
Murray outside. Releases. And again, it's Denver.
It started hot and he's only gotten hotter.
1:22 left in the first half. Shepard, the pass to Dort. Cloak loose. Outside Williams. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by 33 points. And it's
Nuggets 78. Thunder 45. It's that time of the game, Nuggets fans.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Mr. Moves has been exceptional here, guys, today.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. They've got Holmgren. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Shepard in at the one spot. Pass to Holmgren. Over Jokic. Holmgren can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jokic finds Murray. Here's Mr. Moves. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Mr. Moves got a number threes now here in the third for the Nuggets. The Thunder shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. The pass to Giddey. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Outside Williams. From deep. It's all in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Porter. Gordon trying to break loose. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Good. He's got 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Thunder have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. He's just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passers. David, thank you. Here's Mr. Moves. Another 3.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Pass to Dort. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. They're rebounding edge right now. Massively. And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Giddey the pass to Dort. Passes it to Shepard. To the paint. Here's Williams. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success. Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they picture the half starting.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation, the Players Association, that this is something of value.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's got 39. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matches?
And the Nuggets making a change. Udo's checked in.
Substitution on the
Ends up
floor.
going with a whole new
Shooting for
group.
Oklahoma
He shot
City.
3 of 5 from the line.
Daniel Gafford.
Not the best
At the line for
statistic
one.
for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Mr. Moves. Giddey defending. The three. Mr. Moves misses. Chang the pass to Giddey. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And so it's Denver, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. That three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mr. Moves out there with Brown. Then it's Thomas Bryant. It's Najee in at the force line. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so Brown will bring it up for Denver. Braun, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And White kicks to Zhang. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly. Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the
The line
finish.
for your Nuggets.
And let's take a moment here to get you guys' take on scoring so far for the Nuggets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense to scramble.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Here's Mr. Moves. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
White, wide open, he fires.
Kobe
Wide
White.
open shot is on the money.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Here's Mr. Moves. Drills the three-pointer. Mr. Moves got 48.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Chang with the ball. And he makes good on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack. And he's found his rhythm from being there, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And here's White. Back to Jang. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. The rebound by Bryant. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Mr. Moves. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You know, one thing Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of, drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, and a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Several teams choosing it up here. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never a doubt.
And boy, they really put in a surprise.